easy. That's for sure.
Why did they stop calling them UFOs and now they call them like UAEs or I don't know what they call them now. It's not UFOs though.
Yeah, UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, mostly because UFO is got so much stigma, and it's like you just say it and you sound like you should be wearing a tinfoil hat. So there was this big push coming from different places in government. There was like, let's call them UAP. You actually, Hillary Clinton was the first one to bring that out on like a Jay Leno show or Fallon or something when she was running for president, and she mentioned it, and it became like this thing like, whoa, they're pushing UAP now. But I think it's good to start with a different acronym, but it's still confusing because it's like unidentified. It's just like, they know what it is,
Do they know what it is?
They do, in my opinion. That's only my opinion.
Got it. I think we want to find out for real, like what the deal is, because all the UFO shows that I've seen and like, Ancient Mysteries or blah, 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 every single one of those shows ends with the world might never know. We may never know the answer to this. And I'm like, I just watched an hour-long special to get to we might not know. Are we ever going to get to know?
I do think so. I think what's going on is like you have these noises in your house and you're like convinced you're hearing noises. And people keep coming to you, like the police keep coming and saying, no, there's no noises. There's no noises. But they actually found the noises to be real. And when you weren't paying attention, they came over to your house and they inspected those noises. And they found out that there's a pretty scary dude that's been coming into your house at night. And so you're like, am I going to sit the kids down and tell them this? Am I going to tell them when I don't even know what it is yet? Let me figure out more to it. And so I think what's been going on is a lot of that. And they're going to... The biggest thing that changed was what I was able to pull off with getting these guys to come out of government to force the briefings over the Senate and the different committees of Congress and the Senate. And then that kind of let the genie out of the bottle. Because once we pulled the people out of the basements to go brief the oversight committees, that was like the first time in 70 years that Congress even heard about UFOs being real. And so now they all know. And they're like, what the do we do about this? And I think what's going to happen is that like this task force report that's coming out and all that kind of, first they admit, we got Navy and DOD, they all admit it's real. We got the videos declassified, the task force, we had input on that. But I think it's going to be like, it is real and we need to study it. And I think what's going to happen is now that everyone knows, they will have to start opening this stuff up. I think it's going to live at Space Force. And I think it's going to start coming out in ways to get people up to speed with why we joked about it or why we made it, why we lied about it, essentially. But it was all for good reason. It's a big, scary topic when you really, really, really let yourself understand that these machines are everywhere and they're super advanced and they're not going away, and they're doing some sketchy things. And I think everyone will get it.
Do you feel vindicated?
It's funny. I actually get that question the most when I do interviews. Really? Yeah. It's
then I'm a terrible interviewer. I'm sorry.
No, because what's funny about it is like, I take it as like, you feel vindicated because everyone was laughing at you for so long. But I always tell people, the ego side of me is like, what I know is now starting to hit. So people are going to not think I'm not crazy or whatever. But really, the rest of me is like, they're just starting on this little adventure. And there's things about this subject that just are really not awesome, And so I feel not, what's the word? I feel cautious about how the people are going to digest all the subject matter and really start to understand things. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.